Before we sign off, I do want to touch on next weekend's fight coming up. We have on the same card, Caleb Plant returning to the ring versus Jose Resendiz, and we have Jermall Charlo versus Thomas LaManna. Now, Caleb Plant fought 9 months ago, had a nice victory versus McCumbee. It was a tough fight, a fight that he was tested a little bit, won some rounds, and he got the W, stayed on track. And Jermall Charlo has not fought in quite some time. The ring activity has been about a year and a half since he fought Jose Benavidez Jr., and he had another block of inactivity for about another year and a half or so before that, where he hadn't fought since 2021. Well, he's making his return to the ring and trying to set up what seems like the fight versus Caleb Plant if they're both victorious. There's bad blood there. There's a history. There's a video of Caleb Plant slapping and getting into it with Charlo. Charlo has had his issues and some demons outside of the ring, some mental health struggles. We're hoping he's got it put together and under control as he makes his return fight. Just quickly, but I don't know these two guys too well. I'm not familiar with Thomas LaManna and Resendiz. Do these guys have a chance to pull off the upset and ruin the future matchup of Charlo versus Plant?
I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know that I would bet the dogs here, but I'll tell you this. We'll start with Resendiz and Plant. Resendiz, it's going to be a similar fight to Plant's last fight. Resendiz is a tough guy. He gets hit, but he's tough. He's been stopped. He's been knocked out once. But he squares up too much. He really does. I don't know, who the trainers are, but you can't have a guy just square up in front of you and not expect him to get hit. There's more target when you square up, bud. And not only that, you're more vulnerable to uppercuts. Plant has a good uppercut. I'm sure that part of his training camp was to use that, to set that up. He can definitely win on the outside, Plant, with his legs, boxing ability, his IQ. Because Resendiz is pretty one-dimensional. Tough guy, I like him. Tough guy, he's 6 years younger, too. But he'll come at him. He'll try to set up camp in close. He puts punches to the body and head, Resendiz, together well. He's a good offensive fighter. His problem is on the defensive side. That, again, as I said, he's predictable. He's one-dimensional. He squares up. You can hit him, and you can really catch him with uppercuts. I see Plant winning the fight on the outside, outboxing him, outmaneuvering him, giving him angles, keeping him off balance. Because on the outside, I don't think Resendiz could beat him. But I do see Resendiz will get close at some point. Plant lets you get close at some point. He's a fighter too, Plant, besides being a good boxer. And I think that the former champion Plant will be in a position where it'll wind up being a good fight. I think it'll wind up being a good fight where Resendiz will give everything he's got. We'll get in close, go to, put those punches together. It'll get interesting. Will he get caught with an uppercut on the way in before he gets there and Plant has a chance to stop him? Maybe. I think it's going to be a good fight. I favor Plant for all the reasons I just said, but I think it'll be a nice fight. I think it'll be an entertaining fight. As far as the Charlo LaManna fight, Charlo's been inactive. We know that. He's been, a year and a half, year and 7 months since his last fight. We hope he's okay mentally. We hope everyone's good. We want everyone to be healthy. Everyone. In this business, outside this business. We wish for all people to be in a good place. He's 33-0, 22 knockouts. He's 35 years old. Thomas LaManna has been stopped 3 times. Got to say that. He's 39-5-18. 39-5-1 with 18 knockouts, 33 years old. LaManna's got a lot of heart. He's a tall guy. He's tall. He's long. He doesn't fight tall. That's the problem. He can in spots, but at the end of the day, you're gonna get him to engage with you, and that's where he's gonna have a problem. Charlo is stronger physically. He's a champion. He's a good, solid fighter. Obviously, decent puncher, 22 knockouts. LaManna is slighter of build. Like I said, he's a tall, wiry guy that can use the outside, can use the jab, can shows those skills on the outside, but doesn't do it consistently enough. And when he doesn't do it consistently enough and Charlo gets close, I think just the physicality part will come into place where Jermall will be able to out-physical him and maybe hurt him to the body and catch him and, be able to do what Charlo wants to do. So at the end of the day, I think it's a fight that can be competitive for a little while, but if Charlo starts to get into gear, starts to close the gap, if there's no hidden issues going on with this 1 year and 7 month inactivity where we see him in the ring and we say, oh my God, what happened to Charlo? If there's nothing like that going on with physical deterioration, you touched on the mental things. If we put that aside and it's Charlo that we think that we're used to seeing, I think at the end of the day he'll have a chance to, hurt LaManna, get to LaManna. LaManna will give his all. I think he'll make it fun and fiery as long as he can. But at the end of the day, I think Charlo just too physical and, too good.